Alright, I need to know what this is. This was tweeted by the official Spanish Twitter account, a picture of a burglar werewolf in The Sims 4, and they caption it sus, but then they deleted it. Thankfully, a simmer, Tom on Twitter, was able to screenshot this moment before the tweet disappeared from the timeline. This is so interesting to me because we don't have burglars in The Sims 4, but according to many simmers, apparently this is some sort of mod, and that this account does share fan screenshots from time to time, but why share this one in particular, especially when we don't have burglars in The Sims 4? Maybe this is my little heart reaching as far as my arms can stretch, but could this possibly be a hint at burglars? I know that burglars have been one of the most highly requested things in recent months, along with some of the other things which we fortunately have received, like werewolves, and now an active school system. Honestly, burglars have been highly requested since the launch of The Sims 4. Many simmers were upset that they weren't included in base game, along with other NPCs, like firemen, for example, or even policemen. I want to know, why would they delete it though after they post it? And this outfit isn't in the game, so it absolutely has to be from a mod. But it's so weird seeing an official Sims account tweeting screenshots of modded content. That's just not something that I'm used to seeing. I mean, maybe I'm just kind of referring to the official Sims Twitter and not this one for Spain. I'm not too sure exactly what they tweet most of the time. Some simmers are saying that ES uses player screenshots often, and that they once used a clip that I posted of a garden full of over 100 babies, and that's from some Sims idiot. I'm not calling them that, that's what their username is, want to clarify. What are your thoughts on this tweet, on this picture? Are simmers hoping that this is some sort of hint or potential tease reaching? Or do you think that this could actually mean something for the future? Share your thoughts below. Very good news on the credits for The Sims 4 high school years in regards to a tweet that I talked about a few days ago from Gabe is a Gecko on Twitter, showing only 6 QA testers. Thankfully, there is a longer list of names under a different category named Development QV Team, Quality Verification. There are still some questions that I have though. First of all, what is the difference between QV and QA, and why are they separated into two completely different categories, with QA only consisting of 6 names, whereas other packs have a longer list of names under the QA section? I am very happy to see more names under QV, but I don't quite get the difference between these two categories. I tried doing some research, and a lot of what I was reading was basically saying that they were the same thing, so I'm just kind of confused as to why they are separated here. And also another thing, even now with this longer list of names for quality assurance or quality verification, why are these packs still being shipped the way that they have been? I mean, this is a pattern at this point. So even with more names involved in this, why are major components of the packs still bugged and broken for so many players? One of the top reports that I've been seeing over the past few days is Prom having so many issues, simmers not being able to attend, which is one of the main selling points of the pack, you know? Completely ignoring the list of names under quality verification, I guess my point still stands. Why are there only 6 names for this, whereas other packs have a much longer list of names for quality assurance, not quality verification? I'm just more intrigued by what makes them different in terms of The Sims 4 and why they're categorized in that way. I find that interesting. With high school years, we received a taste of amusement park. Now, I don't want to use that word too loosely because what we received on the pier is barely an amusement park. Yes, there are some fun attractions like the Ferris wheel, the Tunnel of Love, and the haunted house, of course with food stalls throughout, so it definitely gives that feel, you know, that Coney Island feel at least. It doesn't come anywhere near what we could potentially receive if we received an amusement park style pack. Sim Guru George shares a gif of Plum Bite Pier. Twitter user The Sims Llama responds with pictures of actual parks. Please give us a full-on theme park EP with world based on Florida and Art Deco houses. Perfect with new round walls, and that would be amazing. Even if it's just a game pack, imagine having the ability to create and customize roller coasters, create attractions, and maybe even run a park. Yes, that does exist in other games like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but could you imagine having a system like that fused into The Sims 4 for you to simulate and play with along with your families? It doesn't have to be as in-depth, but something like that would be such a fun pack, and honestly, I would vouch for something like that to be an expansion pack. Well, Sim Guru George actually responds to this wonderful idea with, "This does look like a fun idea." Of course, not confirming or denying anything here, but acknowledging that, it looks like a fun idea. Maybe they're adding it to their list. Who knows? Would you guys maybe want to see something like this in The Sims 4 sometime down the line? I know I personally would. They could also build on roller coasters that were previously introduced with The Sims 3 Roaring Heights. You were actually able to customize and build your roller coasters for your sim to use. So you really could, in a way, create a theme park if you wanted to. And I think that they could definitely introduce something like that into The Sims 4. And the last thing that I want to talk about, it seems as though we have another update on the latest emergency fix for The Sims 4. Many simmers, specifically console simmers, are wondering why nothing has changed in their game. Well, the update for yesterday, keep in mind the notes did say PC, Mac, and console, was only rolled out to PC and Mac. The update has not been released on console yet. Well, Sim Guru George tweets a patch with a few high priority fixes is out this morning. Patch notes here, this will resolve the long and short lifespan issue. Your Sims can now stay the appropriate age, but does follow up. The console patch will follow later this week. It's going through some final checks before release. So a little bit of a delay for console players, unfortunately, but I am thankful for this patch because the whole point of this patch was to fix some of these more serious, more critical issues with the game. I'm sure that more high school year fixes will come eventually, but I guess they weren't considered critical enough for a fix with this, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. What do we expect at this point? Most of these packs do come released with pretty sizable amount of bugs. I mean, proms are inaccessible for so many simmers. I still haven't explored the pack because I'm afraid to run into issues, so I'm just waiting for more things to be fixed in high school years before I dive into things. Unfortunately, one simmer claims that they lost all their saves after over 10 hours of playing live with my followers. I am very sad. SimGuruNick does respond to this player, do you have mods installed? What drive are these saves being stored on? Was there anything else in documents deleted? Is there enough drive space? Thanks. They respond, I wasn't using mods. My C drive has normal available space on my Windows, only the saves folder that was empty. The rest is normal. Very strange. So I guess because of this latest update, this user lost their saves. So I mean, I can't attest to whether this was caused by the patch from yesterday or not, but just please be very careful. Back up your saves because you never know. I love you guys. That's all for today. If there's any more, I'll be back as soon as possible. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. Take care. Happy simming. Want to get to know me more? I'm sharing a more personal look into my life behind the scenes over on Patreon. You'll have access to lifestyle videos, mukbangs, and all sorts of other fun vlogs, as well as have your name featured at the end of videos like the one you just finished watching, as my way of saying thank you for supporting me a little extra. If you aren't already over there, I hope to see you soon.